On quick and onto Velina as well. 3 players jumping on the ramp. There are 4 in total moving out, and you will see that Velina will just be keeping an eye on things towards jungle from the Palace position. And I love this. Planted in an exposed position. How do Liquid deal with this?
It's certainly awkward. Nitro will lighten the load, and now the CTs will start to cue the push together, coordinate, trade it out, and so far so good. Everyone's getting kind of low. The bomb defuse is coming in, and that's going to put some pressure on Jimka. Able to find a fast frag onto Taka, relieving some of that pressure, but he will not be able to survive the onslaughts of Elish. And still enough, though, to win the rounds as Winstrike pick up the pistol.
But I respect the, you know, they got the rocket thing going on, so I respect the continuity there. Twist, off to a good start. Hello, he's got an AK. I don't know if you want to keep dueling him in this situation. They're ill-equipped for the job, but trying to trade kills versus a guy's picked up an AK with a UMP and they've got the bomb. I think that maybe it was time to cut their losses in that direction. Get some frags here. 3 of the players have helmets though, and there'll be 0 kills in round number 2 for Winstrike. If there is a late play into A, Naf can deal with it. Elige trying to see what's going on will be punished for doing so. There's the preemptive Molotov, and Naf will go forward. He sees some legs, but he can't quite land the kill.
He's getting so much free damage there. They aren't really in a position to turn around, and Twist with a very, very smooth shot there with the AK-47. And Taco now comes into play. This is very clean now suddenly from Team Liquid. They'll lose 2 players, but they'll be fine for that. They have been saving so much money. I think Liquid have time to figure things out. We'll see if that's the case.
That requires a seeking of information. I'm not quite doing that. Nitro caught on the box. Will there be a second frag? Taco needs to try and buy time for his team to rotate. Elige is in for support moving into the site, as you can see from Taco's POV. That's a big frag for Elige. 17 seconds and Winstrike are running out of time. Bombs on the floor now, running out of players. Only 1 player picked off in that round.
Winstrike get the opening pick on the AWPer instantly, and that's usually the pick that's the pick you want to get. That's like the best pick to make because it gets you in the B side. You can just spill everyone into the bomb side, but they were still unable to do so and gain any ground. And hang on, we've got a couple pistol kills coming out here in a fairly safe position, which does allow him to back away. Ooh, he's got to be careful though. There comes the peek from the elevated position by Palace as well. Now it's down to Nitro. Great bunnying, but Quick will take him down.
For it, he would at least pull more people towards the bomb site. But he may get another kill from this regardless. There's the flashbang. Marvelous. The AWP taken away, so nothing is taken through to the next round. That's exactly the situation Liquid needed.
Liquid went for fast information on mid, so I do wonder now they're rotating back towards A, whether they'll be suspicious of this play. And oh, the damage done by the nades is enormous here for Team Liquid, and it's going to be very difficult for Winstrike to push out of these choke points at this point. The bomb down on the site as well. Liquid have completely decimated this push. It doesn't seem like there's too much to save this now.
Waterfalls.
Oh dear.
Is at the bottom of the river.
It will be stolen. Stolen from him. Leash seemed like he's keen to get it in his hands, and Nitro with the jump across is going to start things off well for Liquid. Picks off Waterfalls. Control, although it's limited.
In the meantime, so Boomich keeps buying the Krieg, and he's trying to take a duel with a player playing CT on A, but not quite getting anything done. And now Boomich remains with Jumcut. Another round where 1 by 1 they get picked off. Taco will be forced from his position with a flashbang. He's going to stand his ground for a time. He'll fall back eventually. There's Boomich with the Krieg. Decals, whatever you call it. Livery, I think it's called. Is amazing. The scope actually has some nice work on it as well. And there we go. Another round where 4 players survive for Team Liquid. This is a pedestrian game of Counter-Strike for them so far. Dan, why are you hating?
I think it's very difficult to predict who's going to win, but I think that they have the quality to get to the finals. You give a lot of space to the Ts, but they don't have much utility and they don't have good guns. So that space isn't as good, but if you're able to get a drive-by P250 headshot, maybe, just maybe, you can make something happen.
10 bullets left for Elige. That's enough for some more frags. None of these players have Kevlar. There'll be no more frag. Okay, so it's Twist alone now. Twist giving some audio cues away, but again, he's against players with no Kevlar, so it's going to be a hard one for Jimka to deal with. Twist, I need to identify where the T is. Does he peek immediately? No, Jimka, not straight away. He peeks to twist right, and he overexposes himself, but he's still alive, and that might be enough to win the round. Jumping USP is not quite going to hit the mark there. Ooh. I think he shot him in the head. I don't know, but either way, it is a round for Winstrike. No one will survive, but the round is theirs. All right, then Winstrike. They start to move in. Always important to have that smoke on the bench position so the CTs can't creep behind it. Starting to move in now. The bomb needs to go down fast because the smokes are starting to disappear. Nav having a look from the jungle position. Elite running distraction in the meantime, and the bomb has been planted. There's one close for Nav, and he won't quite get that frag. 3 players remaining for Winstrike. Make it 2. Make it 1. And what does Boomich even do in this situation? Does he... I mean, at this point, the round is over. But he's still going towards the ramp. The economic impact is irrelevant.
Well, that's a really important frag. That's the lurker dead. And now the push, to make the push happen, the flick is missed by Waterfalls. And it's a struggle now to get onto the bomb site. And the superior numbers here for CT side will also pose an issue. Twist picks up 1 more, and that's the 12-3 for Team Liquid. Very simple affair.
And the entire Team Liquid squad is here. They want to close this one out fast, it seems. Oh, they're ready for it. They've got a numbers advantage, and Twist is good for a 2k, but there's one more to find. Waterfalls in the ninja position, or ninja if you are Nordic. Oh, so close. He was about to take the headshot, but Twist moved just at the last second, and that will be brutal. That's so annoying. You have to aim for the top of the neck in that situation.
It's just really weird, isn't it?
Unless you aim for the bottom of the top of the neck, rather. Twist finally eliminated after a 3k performance. There's no diffuse kit. Again, everybody picked up Kevlar for Winstrike, and everyone will fall for the Winstrike team.
Actually better. I'm not a mathematician, so I wouldn't actually be able to tell you mathematically what would be the best thing to do, but I guess that's part of Counter-Strike too. Oh, hang on. We do actually make some frags here, it seems, for Winstrike with this force buy, with these CZs, and UMP is collected. Although Twist is, kind of walking back into that choke point. Would work out for them, although, as I say that, the Molotov is prepared, is ready, and that will make things very difficult indeed. Nitro picks up the 1, both players now spotted. Twist there to put in the finishing blows. He can't do it though, it's up to the UMP of Nav, so this is getting quite close indeed. Bullets running out, and Winstrike, they will pick up the round indeed.
There's no flashbang ready though, and that allows the T to get closer than they otherwise might have. And that could be a problem. The numbers game working out for Team Liquid so far, but can Boomich be traded by Team Liquid? He can. Headshots galore. Waterfalls, has he been hurt? I think he has now. Taco doing a 180. That smoke is very brutal indeed, and still the headshots ring in.
For Velina, and we'll take down Elige, and you kind of have to go for this now. I mean, again, you're behind so many rounds. Bang, I think it could be worth a go, but he will decide to back away here. Pretty much everything is an enormous risk at this point for you just losing the game.
Of the issues in that respect, Jumka jump peeking, but they are already very close. Oh, gets his bell rung immediately and finished off by Nitro.
On Inferno, you kill the banana players straight away, and then you just know the round is over because it's just too much time for the T's to play into post-plant positions, and they have too much utility. But not much really. Again, it's always going to be a really rough matchup for next week.
Shadow, I see a shadow. But what does Boomich see? He sees a leg. There's a team-man push, and there we go. There's some real estate for them.
He can actually get an angle towards Boomich there if he tucks into the corner. Oh, the timing is not good for Boomich. Lee's just going to get the kill, and now that's the A-bomb sites in problems. Velina, he has been uncheckable, but now he'll be discovered. Maybe he should have waited a bit longer. It's always hard to say in that position how to play it. There's never necessarily a right call, and looks like it's a hunting situation now for Elige. He's going after Jimka, although Jimka is going to get one up on him. However, there is a big problem, and that's that bomb ticking away. Taco covering from Sandwich. Ooh, nice peek from Quick. There's a solid chance here. Twist will slow things down, though, as Nitro aims to do, but he'll be unsuccessful. They can take this round now. They'll both go for the peek. There's time.
There is time when you die where the diffuse kits are. So we have a very fast execute from Team Liquid, but there's a Molotov to try and stop things. They're charging through it, however. The flashbangs continue to rain in, but there is a first frag for Winstrike. More Molotovs in case they jump out the window. And the CTs are getting some frags. There's a bomb, and now Taco is alone.
Taco, nice pick up there. 2 more to go. Over a minute to do it, but the bomb is stuck in the site. That does limit his options quite significantly.
30 seconds. He knows where one of the players is. Second one spotted towards the bench. The B bomb site, and Jumka is alone playing the sneaky gap, but he can't really do much of that. And now the skill of Liquid comes into play with AK-47s, no less.
It happens, and I don't know what they can do here. Obviously, they're committed to try to go for it, but it's not a good look. 5 versus 2 now as they get whittled away until it's just Boomich left. And they played a huge gamble, James. And that's, if you're 7-15 down, that's going to go wrong at some point. And Liquid will effortlessly take their game against Winstrike, which will be a beautiful way for them to start off this best of one.